And we are back. Season 6 of Raiders franchise. To recap last streams, if you weren't there first off, what are you doing? We went for free agency and all of that, and went for the off season. Just to quickly show off the scouts, here's what we're working with, what region, what position they're going to be. And then we do have some new faces on the roster. Some guys are also gone. The big one is Elliott here, Eddie Elliott, our first round pick, 80 overall. Hidden dev could be hopefully superstar. Uh, as you see, Wanya Morris is gone. We just selected to cut him. D'Angelo Favors is gone. We traded him for Vondre Walton, a 23-year-old X Factor. Hopefully, he's able to develop nicely. Outside of most of that, though, the roster is very similar. You might notice Jarius Easley is gone. It was a big decision, in my opinion, Max Crosby or Jarius Easley. We decided to bring Max Crosby back for another year. Jarius Easley ultimately gets traded because basically Jason Vittle was not sitting another year. Uh, Karen Robinson is going to be out for this game, but we do have a new corner, Eric Wagner. We had 2 first-round picks. We spent our second first-round pick 32, our actual one, on Eric Wagner, who, by the way, had a horrific preseason. Just going to let you know now, but he is going to be getting some immediate playing time due to Kalen Robinson being out this game. Outside of that, though, nothing else really changed all too much. There is a few of these guys, starters or high key backups, who are going to be testing the market at the end of the season. As you see, 67 million in cap space with Matt Royster and Eddie Kirkland leading the way. Kalen Robinson, he's a great guy, but I mean, these two are priority 1 and 2. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to be able to bring both of them plus Kalen Robinson back. Max Crosby is most likely gone. Wes Agnew most likely gone. Nakobe Dean most likely gone. Carlos Santos, Darren Hall, Antonio Johnson, D. Winters, Max Highsmith, AJ Cole, Rashad Jackson, and Jason Biddle. Well, these last two are fifth-year options. So a lot of high-power guys. So if this season does not live up to the hype that I'm hoping it does, obviously we've won back-to-back. We've made the Super Bowl 3 years in a row. So that's obviously the goal. Again, keeping most of the core players, and I do believe with all those guys, unless we're able to replace them really well with drafts or trades, whatever it may be, this could be our final year of this window. And I don't necessarily think the window's going to close. I just don't think it's going to be nearly as open. But we're playing the Chiefs on Monday night, week 1. So this should be a fun little division game. We'll obviously see who wins this one. 14 yards and then a penalty, and then 10 yards to Garrett Bennett. 7 yards to Garrett Bennett. 3rd and 3. 5-yard rush by Pacheco. Incomplete pass by Mahomes. 43-yard touchdown to Garrett Bennett. They move down the field, so that is not ideal. First down, 27 yards to Marco Fernandez. We're hoping he takes a big step up in year number 2. 9 yards to Genty, 4 yards for Genty. 6 yards rush by Genty. Genty loses 3 now. 3rd and 7. Incomplete pass, and we're probably going to kick the field goal. We do. Joshua Carty, by the way, did not mention, we do have a new kicker. Joshua Carty is on the team. Max Crosby gets the first sack of the season. Creed Humphrey, their center, goes down from an injury. 6 yards to Xavier Worthy. 3rd and 13. Not going to be close. They're going to punt it. Daniel Carlson, in my opinion, was just getting too old. Jose Wallace with a penalty. Wait, what? We scored a touchdown somehow. Am I able to see stats? I am. Who scored a touchdown? Genty, 5 for 88. I'm imagining he just ran the whole way. I see he's already trying to go back to that rushing title. 16 yards to Silas Neighbors. 15 yards to Silas Neighbors. 1 yard for Pacheco. 8 yards to Xavier Werby. 3rd and 1. Incomplete. 4th down. This could be go for a territory. They elect to take the tie, go for the field goal, which is good. So yeah, Genty obviously didn't have the rushing record last year as he did miss a good chunk of the year due to injuries. 4 yards for Douglas. 6 yards for Ezekiel Alford, who he gets injured on the play, our backup running back. But Alford's still out there. 5 yards to Douglas. 3rd and 3. 5 yards to Marco Fernandez. Dorian Williams with the 7-yard sack. 2-yard rush by Alford. 3rd and 15. Incomplete pass. 4th down. We're going to have to punt. AJ Cole still our punter. We did bring him back. He was someone we let test free agency, saw our options, and we were like, you know what? We want to keep you around. Daniel Carlson, on the other hand, well, we saw Vondre Walton for 9 yards, Mario Douglas for 7. Sorry, I haven't learned his name yet. He literally happened during the preseason. So I've not learned his name at all. Trey Culliver with the sack, so we're gonna punt. I'm worried. I haven't seen Genty out there yet. I'm so sorry about this dog. 11 yards to Silas Neighbors for the 1st down, by the way. 28 yards to Garrett Bennett. 9-yard rush by Pacheco. 8 yards to Pacheco. Max Crosby with the sack. Oh, we are in the 2-minute drill. First time hopping in the slow motion of the season. It's going to be during the 2-minute drill. I was waiting for them to end the red zone. Obviously, the sack pushed them back. But there's pressure, and down goes Mahomes. Timeout, Chiefs. Max Dunn on the cornerback blitz gets the sack. Mahomes gonna take it himself. Gets rocked. I don't know why we're not taking a timeout. That's a not so great punt out of the 22. Genty is back out there, thankfully. And that's who we go to for 5 yards. All right, Vondre Walton in motion. Best to the 34, 1st down. Gonna take our time out there.
13 yards on the play. That's another Raiders
1st down to the 43. Clock still ticking.
11 more yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down.
Here's we throw. Probably would have been incomplete regardless, but
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ben Tover, Darren Hall, Emmett Harrington, the backups are out there. And it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a legal forward pass. Guess we went across the line.
Genty, the ball carrier. AJ Cole in punt
6
position
seconds,
for
definitely a bit early. But we're just going to chuck it up, see what transpires. And it has to take 6 seconds. It's caught by Bowers. I didn't want him to run forward, but I took too long, so nobody's fault but my own. But we go into half tied at 10 with the Chiefs. We have the Falcons, and it's Bijan breaking the Buccaneers' ankles. A little division rivalry, and it's going to be a 35-26 Buccaneers win. Or, excuse me, Falcons win over the Buccaneers. Patriots Jets, another divisional one, and we have Drake May completing 17-14. The Patriots win that one. Finally, Eagles Titans, two teams who have been mightily successful. It's going to be a toss from the Titans to Tyjae Spears, I believe, or is that Marco Cabrera now? That is Marco Cabrera. I forgot. 28-24. Titans win that one. Looking around the league, we see the Broncos lose. We see the Chargers win over the Rams, though. Broncos lost to the Bengals, by the way. All right, so tied at 10. Here with the second half to go, we'll see, obviously, who is able to pull away. Because the last thing I want is for a Week 1 division game, specifically, to end in a tie. Not my greatest work on the return there. We're going to go ahead and hop into simulation mode. Watch the second half unfold with a 9-yard rush by Genty. That puts him over 100 on the game. Incomplete pass, 3rd-and-1. It's going to be a penalty, 15 yards. We get the first automatically. Charles Grant injured on that play. Sorry, I swallowed water in the wrong hole or something. That sounds crazy. But 13 yards to Marco Fernandez. Incomplete pass by Jackson. We're going to hop into slow-mo. So if you just hear me clear my throat or coughing, that's why. 2nd and 10 from the 22. It's going to be Ezekiel Alford out there. He's up to the 21. Only a 1-yard pickup on that play.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Complete to Douglas to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. For a wide receiver 1.
That's another Raiders first down.
And he's in! Marco Fernandez gets the first receiving touchdown of Season 6. First touchdown we actually witnessed as well, because, a Genty one, it didn't happen for some reason. Showed off as a penalty. 20 yards to Xavier Worthy to start the drive for the Chiefs. 6 yards through the air for Pacheco. 6-yard rush by Mahomes. They're moving. 3 yards for Pacheco. The audio is glitched. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 7. 15 yards to Pacheco. Thankfully, we can watch them because they're in the red zone. Or right outside of it. Less than half a yard. but it's going to be an RPO, and no one falling for that. Antonio Johnson, the safety. That's complete to Worthy, down to the 9. We did draft Antonio Johnson's replacement. I don't remember his name. It's Geo something. And Pacheco's going to lose yards. Able to break off the hit by Crosby, but that knocked him back. So 2nd and goal from the 15. Sometimes showing sting on your feet isn't always the best thing, as that's Pacheco again. Kobe Dean hawks him down at the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal. Mahomes throwing incomplete. Tried to hit Juan Medrano, the tight end, but Kyle Hamilton all over that one. And they're most likely settling for a field goal. Yes, which is good. 17-13. Raiders still holding off with the lead. Incomplete pass to start. 6 yards to Brock Bowers. Haven't said his name like at all. 3rd and 4. Logan Bailey, the D tackle, gets the sack, and we're gonna go 3 and out, punting the ball. Zach Walker pins it, our cornerback 5. 7 yards to Garrett Bennett. 3 yards to Pacheco's not quite enough. 3rd and inches. They don't get it. I mean, I'd arguably go for this. They're gonna punt it, and it's only a 39-yard punt and then a 3-yard return. So Ryan Wright not having a great game so far. 9 yards for Genti already puts us across midfield. 10 yards for Genti already puts us in field goal range. Incomplete pass. Nathan Collins, the cornerback, knocks it away. 12 yards to Marco Fernandez, and that's going to put us right outside of the red zone. But we're going to hop in, watch the rest of this drive unfold. 1st and 10 from the 22. Less than 12 minutes to go in the game. Okay, we are not going to be watching the rest of this drive out because Genti absolutely just got destroyed. Got hit sticked. Ball came out. Quincy Bishop immediately recovers. Great job there by the Chiefs, forcing the turnover. 22 yards for Xavier Worthy. 16 yards to Garrett Bennett. Jared Frazier on the sack. 2nd and 14. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 14. Incomplete pass. 4th and 14. They're gonna punt it. Maybe could have attempted a long field goal. This side, no. Incomplete pass. 10 yards for Genti's gonna bring up 3rd and inches. And best believe we're gonna hop in quickly because I mean the line is. I mean it looks like a sunset kinda. And they're gonna say no, we don't get it. Did we really not get that? No, sure enough, he got knocked backwards there. And they're all over it. Are you kidding me? Not the greatest call on my end. I really thought, we could manage half a yard, but I guess not. They just got through immediately. No one could hold a block. We'll watch this Chiefs tries play out. Pacheco's going to go nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage, though. 2nd down. Mahomes with time. Incomplete. Third and 10. Mahomes. Kirkland gets there, but gets it away, and it's incomplete. Worthy unable to catch it. Max down on coverage. The field goal is good. 17-16, less than 7 to go. We still hold the lead, but definitely is a close one. 6 yards for Genty. 6 yards for Rashad Jackson. 10 yards for Brock Bowers. 11 yards for Brock Bowers. 6 for Genty. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 4. Zach Reed Mueller. And the 57-yard field goal is good. Cardi, he missed something like that. It was like 53, I think, in preseason. Glad he makes that. We signed him to a 2-year deal, by the way, so I'm probably just going to rock with him for 2 years. I mean, if he plays really poorly, we'll obviously get rid of him after year 1. One of those where the commitment's not really an issue because 2 years, I mean, it's not like we're strapping us down for life. Juan Medrano, a lot of effort down to the 31, 2nd and 2. Chiefs, by the way, 2 timeouts, 2.5 minutes to go, down by 4. So unless they plan on scoring multiple times, touchdown is their best way. Screen to Pacheco, and 47 can't wrap up. That's Fletcher. That's a backup edge rusher. 2 minutes to go. They're at the 38. 2 timeouts still. 3 timeouts for the Raiders, so if the Chiefs score too fast, we get a chance. And that's complete to Worthy. And with his speed, he's still going. Tracked down at the 24. Max Dunn maybe able to make the tackle, but not before, I want to say it was Kyle Hamilton, maybe Ronnie Hickman trips him up. And check down. That's Garrett Bennett up to the 10, 1st down. So this is it. This 10-yard sequence decides the game pretty much. Make that 3-yard sequence. Timeout Chiefs. Chigo Conquo, the backup tight end. Handoff to Pacheco, goes nowhere. 3rd and goal. This is 4-down territory. I mean, they have no timeouts. And it's picked by Hamilton, and that's the game. Tried to go to Garrett Bennett, I believe. Pressure by Crosby, just has to throw it somewhere. Bennett, yeah.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just going to stat pad real quick.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Alfred's the back. If he fumbles, I'm going to be so upset. There we go, Alfred. Gotta go carry. All right. 20-16. Close one to start the season. But we are able to hold on. Rashad Jackson doesn't even pass for 200. Mahomes, meanwhile, goes for 350 nearly. 17, 28, 198, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. 19 for 173, 9 yards per carry, and a touchdown for Genty. Also had the fumble. Alfred 6 for 28. Douglas 5 for 41. Fernandez 5 for 66, and a touchdown. 4 for 65 for Bowers with a big 3. Best 2 for 17. Walton 1 for 9. 2 sacks allowed by Eddie Elliott. Not a great start to his career. Caleb Rogers and Ben Galindo both allowing a sack. 9 total tackles for both Porter and Dunn. 8 for Hamilton. Bunch of guys with 1 tackle for loss. 1 sack for both Crosby and Dunn, with half sack going to Frazier, and Culp with the interception going to Hamilton, which pretty much sealed it. Well, I say pretty much did. It did seal it. Kyle Hamilton also had a forced fumble. I guess they recovered. Cardi went perfect for kicks, with the long being 57. 59.3 average for AJ Cole. He averaged like 45 in preseason. I was like, you know what? Maybe it wasn't a good idea to bring him back. I'm sorry, AJ Cole. I didn't know that was, your game. But we have a weekly recap to watch. It's obviously going to start out with us, because it always does. And it's going to be the Marco Fernandez touchdown on the bubble screen. 20-16, the Raiders knocked the Chiefs off. We have another division game. Lions, Vikings. All these division games. Hot take. I'm not a big fan of week 1 division games. 22-21. Lions win that one. I personally think it'd be a lot better if division games were week 2. Because, you get your week 1 jitters out the way, and then you have your week 2 rivalry game. That's how you kind of get invested. Keep it early in the season, but not, to where preseason just ended. There's still the starters who are rusty. 37-35. Seahawks winning a thriller versus the Packers. All these games were really good. Hopefully in real life, next season the week 1 games can be like this. Because I would be having a great time. That's for sure. Man, I already missed football. We're only in March. We still got a long way to go. But Cardinals is the next game. We do have a trade offer for Ezekiel Alford. We'll go ahead and look at that. We'll probably not accept it until next episode if we do. I mean, I really do like this offer. Bradley Rudolph, a young D tackle. We'll keep it in the back of our pocket for sure. Injury suffered. It's going to be Demario Douglas. Man, that sucks. Paris Johnson and Will Johnson both going to be out for the Cardinals. I don't know if we're going to watch that game. We'll definitely wait and see. It'll be something we kind of find out next episode, but Genty leading the way by 50 yards. Love to see that. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, goodbye.